Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Wohlberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can grow your podcast authority, generate leads, and convert with ease. Today's tip is mine your meetings for podcast gold. Did you ever find yourself wondering what topic to talk about next? Maybe you're seeing your numbers dip and you want an episode that you know will resonate with your listeners. Here's some breaking news. You already have everything you need. Seriously, it's not some big mystery. It's not locked up inside some special podcast idea generator. Let's go on a treasure hunt. All right, so first, open your computer, navigate your way through the files forest to your Zoom folder. Yes, there it is, your recorded client Zoom meetings. Not there? Oh, how about your Fathom meeting recordings or your recorded presentations, webinars, or coaching calls? Those recordings. Think about it. You're already showing up and solving problems for your audience every day. Your past trainings, your talks, and your coaching calls, they are full of the exact topics your audience want to hear about. All you need to do is mine that gold. A client of mine does this all the time. Whenever we check in for a coaching call, I ask her what she's got coming up and she explains her topics. She's confident about them being of value because they almost always come from a question a client asked on a call or during a presentation. And because she records those, she already has the answer, aka the content for the episode, fully laid out in her exact voice. Since she's already been using AI to help outline some of her solo episodes, we figured, why not let AI do the heavy lifting by repurposing this content into draft episodes without losing her voice or abandoning her brilliance? It's already baked into it. So let's do that. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to create a script or show outline using this system. There are 5 steps. Step 1, transcribe your recordings. Grab your recordings from your presentations, your webinars, coaching calls, anywhere you've been dropping that big, huge value. Get them transcribed. You can use AI tools like Otter.ai, Descript, or whatever you like, and you don't need to edit the transcript, even if you could say it better. We don't need Pulitzer-level perfection. Just get the essence of it into text. Step 2, feed the transcript into AI. Yeah. Copy that transcript into ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, Gemini, whatever your weapon of choice is. And here's the key. Don't just say, give me ideas. You have to prompt AI properly. I'm going to share the exact prompt you can use, but don't worry about writing this down. I'm going to put this in the show notes. Those will be on my website, podcastperformancecoach.com, so you can grab them there. This is episode 235. Okay, so here's the AI prompt. Based on this transcript, identify potential podcast episode topics that would resonate with, insert your ideal listener description here. Create a simple outline for each topic based on the key points shared. Use a structure similar to my podcast format. Insert your basic podcast structure here. Remember to use my style, voice, and tone, and to keep my insert your ideal listener description in mind. Now, this will work best if you've already seasoned your AI with the basics like your voice, your ideal listener, your podcast structure, and the podcast intention. If you need some tips on using AI effectively for your podcast, check out episode 176 of Just a Tip. Okay, now let's get back to the step-by-step guide for generating podcast topics with impact from your meeting recordings. Step 1 was transcribing your recordings. Step 2 was to use my AI prompt to generate ideas and potential outlines. Step 3 is to pick your best ideas. Now, AI will probably spit out 10 to 15 ideas. Pick the ones that actually make sense for your audience, your offers, and your authority positioning. And if you've been paying attention, you know it has to serve your listener and your business. Always both. And step 4, fill your content calendar. Take those topic outlines and start plugging them into your show calendar. Boom. Instant content plan for the next few months based on what you're already doing in your own voice, solving real problems for real people. Step 5, is optional, and it depends on how you feel about using AI. But if you've trained your AI well, then you can turn those chosen outlines into episode scripts fast. Well, faster anyway, because I recommend that you only use AI to draft your script. You always need to edit AI-generated scripts. Always. Period. Full stop. Let me say it again. Always edit AI-generated scripts. Or you run risking turning off listeners, and we all know what AI scripts are starting to sound like as we see and read them every day. And you might even be hurting your personal brand or SEO efforts. So rewrite your AI scripts. Okay, warning issue. Now, let me share a simple AI prompt that you can use. Again, snag this prompt from episode 235 on my website. Based on the outline provided, create a first draft of a solo podcast episode script. Keep the tone, insert tone description, and be sure to create a script that will appeal to, insert ideal listener description. Following this structure, insert your script structure. The script should sound like your name's voice, insert voice and speaking style notes, and be about, insert the desired length in minutes long. Again, the link for that prompt will be in the show notes. This will work even better if you've already trained your AI on your voice and style and your show's structure, intention, and ideal listener. This doesn't mean you're handing your show over to robots. It just speeds up the messy first draft so you can focus on what matters, making it sound like you. Might take a little bit of time to get the system right, but once you do, it will save you a ton of time. So those 5 steps again. Number 1, transcribe your recordings from your meetings or your coaching calls. Step 2, feed the transcript into AI. Step 3 is to pick your best ideas. Step 4, fill your content calendar. Step 5, get AI to create a script outline in your style. Here's a bonus tip. Keep mining regularly. This isn't a one and done thing. Every coaching call, every webinar, every new presentation, it's more content waiting to happen. You will always have new questions pop up. Your ideas will evolve. And if you're as brilliant as my clients, you'll land a perfect analogy off the cuff or share an impromptu story that really hits. And those deserve to be shared with your listeners. So create a habit of mining these conversations, and your podcast will stay hyper-relevant and perfectly aligned with your clients' needs. You're already doing the work. You're already saying the things that matter. You've shared ideas that are moving the needle, but you're not always including those in your podcast. Don't leave them in that dusty old recordings folder. Get them out there where your listeners can benefit from them. Because when they hear how kick-ass you are, they're bound to want to go from listener to client. And I hope that's just the tip you need. Oh, and by the way, if you found yourself scratching your head around certain key elements of your show, like your show's intention, structure, show outline, or even ideal listener, don't worry. I can help you dial those in so that they're crystal clear for you and your AI. We cover all of this in the podcast tune-up. You can do it on your own or one-on-one with me. Let's start attracting those ideal clients to your podcast with a highly tuned, intentional show they can't help but press play on every week. The link to the podcast tune-up is in the show notes, or you can find out more at podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Wohlberg. See ya!